trying to remember if there had been a previous shovel pass to you before Sunday.
Yes.
Okay.
2018 Detroit Lions on the goal line.
Nice. Is that a play that you
Who was the
enjoy?
play caller?
Yeah.
Adam Gase.
Is that a play which you enjoy?
Yeah. I like anytime I get to touch the football, so that was a good one.
Speaking of touching the football, it seems like you've done a lot of it with Jacoby under center at quarterback. Not to say that he's going to throw you the ball more than Tua would, but what kind of chemistry did you two have, considering this is your first year playing together?
Yeah, I mean, I think, Jacoby does a great job just kind of, going out there and executing, taking what the defense gives you. And then, my thing is just making the most of my opportunities. When an opportunity presents itself, got to go out and make a play. That's what I'm out there to do. So, and I think that, for the most part, I was able to do so.
Is there a greater optimism this week in practice there? You guys can build off some of those late big plays, try to find some explosive plays this week.
I think every week there's a lot of optimism. There's a lot of, us out there working, trying to execute. I wouldn't say this week there's more or less, or any week there's more or less. We're professionals. We go about our business professionally, and that's how it starts from the top with our coaches, and they handle things in a great manner, and that trickles down to us. So we're excited to get back out here and have another opportunity.
What do you see in this offense in terms of the lack of big plays? What's not clicking that needs to start clicking?
I think it's just that's how this game works. The other team's getting paid to make plays too, and that's just how it goes. So I think you just got to continue to just keep working, keep trusting the coaching, keep going to the practice, working on your fundamentals, your techniques, and like I've said over and over again, when that opportunity presents itself, when that safety does cheat down a little bit and that post does open up and we do hit it, then you guys can write about that. So.
How aware of Darius Leonard do you have to be on every route that you run?
Extremely. He's a very talented player, both in the run game and in the pass game. He's extremely athletic, ball hawk in both the pass game, but also when you're a ball carrier. He's going to go out there and try to, punch that thing out of your hands. So, he's obviously, gotten all the recognition, and he deserves it all. So, great player.
I guess what's it like, as an offense going against a player who could literally be anywhere at any given time on the field?
Yeah, there's a lot of good players in this league, and so I think you just got to go out there and be able to execute, no matter who we're going against. But obviously, he's at some of the top of the list, so he deserves a lot of recognition, deserves a lot of credit, and then we just got to go out and be able to execute.
Jalen Waddle was in here earlier, and I know he's not in your position room, but he's really young, and he's only played 3 NFL games. If he did ask you for any tip or advice about navigating this rookie year, what would you say?
I think he's doing a great job already without any advice from me. But just continue to all the basic stuff that you would, like, if you were a coach, that you would say. That's the exact, because it's true. Like, just keep coming in here, keep doing what you're doing. Understand that the coaches are going to put you in a position to be successful, and trust your technique, trust your work, because that's what's gotten him here. He's an extremely talented player, good hands, extremely fast, quick in and out of the breaks, can impact the game on offense and in special teams. So I think just continue to do what he's doing and continue to grow.
You obviously have someone involved in the play calling who really appreciates your skills from having worked with you for 3 years in George. Do you feel a comfort level with him during the game at halftime or whenever to say, hey, look, I'm getting open against this look? Can you maybe call that a little more than maybe you would have had with Gailey, just because you're more familiar with George?
I try to stay in my own lane. I think that there's, points throughout the game where obviously, you think you have this matchup or you think you can do that or this. But for the most part, I try to stay in my own lane just like, everybody else. And you just got to trust in the coaching, because, they spend a lot of time up here, a lot of hours, watching film, game planning, figuring out matchups, trying to, figure out and scheme up, guys to get open and here and there and all that kind of stuff. So obviously, I think everybody's confident in themselves that they can go out and make plays, but that's the beauty of this game. You know, sometimes you're going to go out there, there's not going to be many opportunities. Sometimes you're going to go out there and there's going to be a lot of opportunities. So you got to be patient and, like I continue to say, just be ready when that opportunity presents itself.
You know, the fourth down catch didn't seem like the easiest of catches. I was just curious, and I know it was a few days ago, but what was going through your mind as that route was developing and sort of time was running down? You knew that it was 4th and 20. I mean,
Yeah.
So I was just curious what was going through your mind.
You know, I lined up and, you know, based off of the concept of the play, I was really supposed to run a little bit of a shorter route, but kind of understand the sticks. And, you know, it's got to have it play right there. So ended up, you know, taking my depth a little bit deeper. And Jacoby did a great job extending the play with his legs. And he put a ball out there. And I think that's just goes back to in big moments and opportunities when you go out and you have an opportunity to make a play in a big moment, you just fall back on your preparation. I've caught a lot of footballs leading up to that moment. So you just fall back on your preparation. And we were able to make the play, but you know, obviously, you know, still a couple plays short on Sunday. So,
But there were a lot of things that went right in those final few moments where you guys were able to rally the way you did. What did you see on film that maybe you could build off this Sunday from last week?
yeah, I think honestly, just getting into a little bit of a flow. You could see, you know, guys getting confident, going out there, you know, making plays in terms of, you know, Jacoby to the receivers, to myself, to the backs. You know, Adam Shaheen had a good one that ended up getting called back. I mean, there's a lot of guys that are capable of making plays. You got to get into a flow. You know, trust the coaching and trust the game plan. Go out there and be able to execute it. And I think, you know, you saw that in the fourth quarter. But we got to be able to, you know, sustain that. We started off fast. Can't really have those lulls in the middle of the game that, you know, lead to having to fight back. We're a talented team that, you know, we can fight back, but ultimately you don't want to put yourself in those positions.